And this one's underway in Charlottesville. Pitt looking long early. He moved up from 20th to 11th in the national rankings. And tonight, it's reasonable to think both sides want all 3 points from this one. A crucial test to see who is going to make a postseason push and just cement their place as one of the higher-ups in the ACC. It's the most competitive division, popularly known ACC. And Pitt just with the slight edge, but Virginia at home have looked incredibly strong so far this year as Pitt win the early foul. Immediately from the shape, Pitt higher up, not taking a deep approach in their own half as many teams do against Virginia, just trying to negate Virginia's attack as much as possible. Pitt happy to match them. They are a team who likes to dominate the ball. Carter takes his time and looks long. Pitt retained possession down the line. Mirkovic does it through. Played into the middle, but met by Pella for Virginia. Tiem is dispossessed by the Pitt press. No foul called by the referee tonight. J.C. Rivero. Look, tonight's going to be a chess match tactically. This Pitt looked long. Truoney is there to cut that one out. Both sides intricate with what they want to do. Possession-based systems. As Gashi now looks long. Virginia will have to find some cohesion at the back as Truoney plays it out. With Austin Rome coming into the side, Virginia had started for a majority of the season and seen their most success in this three-back with O'Connor, Citron, and Jack Singer. Rome coming in for Singer. Will be an interesting dynamic for the Cavaliers. Pitt so far have seen all of the ball. Joel Souza on it again. Pitt coming off a win against Virginia Tech. That one was in Pittsburgh. Already linking up well. The introduction, Rome cuts it out, and now Reese Miller can break for Virginia. Tiem can't connect with the sophomore. He'll be an outlet tonight in transition for Virginia, especially if Pitt continue sitting high up the field. Reese Miller has 2 goals in 2 games against Pitt. The latter of the 2 coming in that crucial 1-0 win in the ACC quarterfinal. That one was here at Klockner. Pitt have looked long early on against this high line from Virginia. Seeley can cross it in towards O'Connor. Gosh, he's able to win a foul for Virginia, who've been under some early pressure by their standards. Joel Souza returns to the side tonight after seeing some minutes off the bench against Virginia Tech. Virginia will look to spur their first true attack of this one, just looking long towards Honor. And why wouldn't you? He's the second highest goal scorer in the ACC right now. Virginia's number 9, and he's just a freshman. This Visa looks long for him again, and that one's miscontrolled, almost finds the striker. Visa, who's assisted Honor 3 times already this season, which is remarkable for a right back and striker to form such a partnership. 3 game winners for the freshman Honor. 7 is his tally so far as Virginia press high and win this one. It's Miller. Gosh, he can't connect with Mangarov, who returns after being sent off their last home match. Torzen dispossessed by Visa. It's just been constant looking long for Anor, who can make things happen in behind. If he just gets a look at that space. He can play winger, he can play up top. He has the pace to occupy that position. It's a rare dynamic for Virginia, who are looking to play on the counter a bit more tonight, as Pitt have dominated the ball. Torzen. Visa not able to connect with Citron. Goes to ground. Does really well to win that one. Number 10, Feitosa, in a bit of pain, but back to his feet. Motium not able to connect with that one.
Virginia.
It's called offside. Anor, the furthest of the Virginia attackers, and Tiem alongside him. But Anor, who's been occupying in the absence of Virginia captain Leo Afonso, he might see his captain return tonight, as the number 7 makes the bench for Virginia. A big boost for them after missing a majority of the last month as they push towards the postseason. Not the most confident of passes back, but Pitt retained possession. It's quickly cut out, and it will be a game of fine margins tonight. Two teams are so evenly matched, and historically, it's always been a great contest. Cavaliers are 5-3-1 all-time against Pitt in Charlottesville, but Pitt have won 3 of the last 5 meetings in this exact fixture at Klockner Stadium. Feels impossible to predict as a neutral, but Truni looks long. It's about who can win those duels. It'll be a physical match. You'd suspect a goal on the counter could completely change the outlook of this, as Carter takes his time at the back for Pitt. Virginia waiting to just trigger that press. Look long again. But Truni has to come off his line, but it's foul on Virginia, pushing the back in the process. That's Luis Samkow just trying to spin behind his man. He's occupying that striker role tonight for the Panthers. Sealy with the bobble touch. Now Virginia have a throw deep in their own half. Cagey affair. Miller takes his time. Sophomore who has 2 career goals against Pitt. From the left back, that's not too bad. Souza. Pitt have a good chance through Feitosa there. Rome towards the back post, and Torzen meets it. And it's an opener for Pitt. Under 10 minutes. And already the Panthers are on top here in Virginia. It's a nightmare start for the Cavaliers and Batruni. Just threaded through so neatly towards Feitosa, and Rome tries to deal with that one for Virginia, but at the back post, Albert Torzen pounces on that one. 11th in the nation takes the early lead in this one. That makes this very, very interesting. As now Pitt just have that cushion, can sit back on, and make it frustrating for Virginia to attack. Obviously a lot of time left in this one, but absolutely not what you want if you're Virginia defensively. It's the goal scorer on it again now. Rather, Sullivan. Torzen has netted his 4th of the season with that one. 2 assists to his name as well. Gashi to Mangarov, who will have to play a key role if Virginia want to come back in this one. They need their creative outlets. And that's what Mangarov is for them. On the ball here towards Visa. Those two have connected a few times this season. Torzen on the left wing. Just cutting inside, and that's what he does. He poaches on those opportunities. It's just a miscommunication, bit of misfortune at the back for Virginia. Regardless, Pitt have done well so far and looked the sharper of the two in the attack. Sealy. Sullivan dictating the tempo so far for Pitt. Sealy again. Mirkovic, Mangarov, who's grabbing his jersey. It's a neat turn as well. By Lefebvre, he can look long. Wesley Rome goes down. Transfer Rome. It's recently seen more and more action for Virginia. A very frustrating event at the back just a few minutes ago. That's what can happen when you have that lack of cohesion and understanding between the back three. Maybe just those intangibles that come with a bit more experience together. It was a fair attempt at the ball. Now Miller can look long towards Honor, who can take this one down. It was past the keeper if he were to be onside, which he is not. But he's that outlet for Virginia, and it's as quick as that when they look long for the number 9. Gets in clever positions. And Carter was not in a great position to deal with that one. Honor was onside after on that one. Looked incredibly close. Pitt just looking long constantly in between the lines. Virginia now with the chance to slowly get back into this one. They have looked better since the goal. As TM was looking long now. Carter's equal to it. It's a packed Clarkner Stadium, as usual, in Virginia. These fans won't be content with anything less than 3 points and a win tonight. And as of now, it doesn't look like an easy task for the Cavaliers. They did come back to tie against Boston College after going down 1 in their last match, as Rome sends that one out for a Pitt corner.
Corner kick, Pittsburgh.
Joel Souza's been everywhere tonight, coming back into the side. But it will be Mirkovic on this one. Few will believe this stat, but he has 8 assists this season already, Filip Mirkovic. No goals yet, however, for the number 21. It's crossed back post. The connection finds Petruni. Didn't have too much to do with that one. Gashi goes down. He wins the foul. Virginia in unfamiliar territory tactically in this one. Pitt just incredibly high up the field, applying that pressure constantly, and Virginia not able to always break the lines. Gashi has been dispossessed. Tiam if you're Pitt, you want to just continue to do this. Disrupt the flow, which Virginia thrive off of the attacking phases as Gashi looks long and can connect with Miller now. Reese Miller, he likes a goal against Pitt. Finds Mangroff, who can get the shot off. Deflected. Gashi back out wide to Visa. Not able to take that one down as he would have liked. Pitt now feeling that pressure from Virginia. We're growing back into this one with a bit more urgency. Rome not able to find Miller, who fouls Souza. Wingbacks Miller and Visa will be the ones to look out for on the attack for Virginia tonight. When they break, it's so dangerous in those areas. That's the risk Pitt are willing to take, but it will mean there will be chances for those two striding down the wings. Virginia have scored several goals with that cross into the middle from the fullback. Visa with 3 to Honor. Reese Miller also has an assist to Honor as well. Just looking back at the foul there. Miller knows what he's doing. It's tactical. See if he can. A bit of pain, rather. Souza. Captain Jackson Gilman back to his feet as well after feeling a bit of discomfort. Last ranked opponent Virginia defeated at home was Louisville. Louisville had lost against Virginia Tech and against Virginia, but it's looking like the opposite of that thus far. Pitt with that win 3-1 against Tech. If you're Virginia, you don't want to accept the same fate as your state rivals. Gashi dispossessed again at the back. O'Connor deals with that one so calmly. Gashi looking long, and TM tries to flick it on towards Miller. That idea is clear from Virginia, but not able to connect. O'Connor has been the most busy of the 3 center backs so far for Virginia. He's not able to connect with a teammate. Score Torsen now, and able to break in numbers. Bit of confusion at the back again for the Cavaliers. Miller and Citron just has to get rid of that one and concede possession. Carter. He doesn't seem too phased in the build-up. Pings it up top to Sam Cow, who goes down. The push from O'Connor. That is his brand as a center back.
Virginia.
As Rivero just explains to him that's a bit excessive. The blind side of the opponent. Sam Cow still feeling that one. Maybe just winded. It's incredibly uncomfortable in the back. You don't necessarily know where your opponent is, and they come out of nowhere, but he's able to get back into his position a bit gingerly. Visa takes his time with this one. Virginia needs to calm things down in the attack. They want longer spells of possession. It will be difficult against this Pitt press. Citron does well. Now Virginia can switch towards Rome, and that's where the space lies. Miller now. Looks long, it's a brilliant ball through towards Honor, and Stephen Honor for Virginia. And it's dispossessed. Mirkovic has it, and that was a fantastic chance for the freshman who just saw the ball get stuck underneath his feet a bit. The ball on the weak foot from Reese Miller was played to perfection as he wins it back. Virginia had two men in behind there. This high line for Pitt, and they have another here through Visa. He plays it towards Tiem at the back post, and Mo Tiem in for the equalizer. Assist number 5 for Paul Visa. And Mo Tiem puts this one back in balance. That's exactly what I referenced as the risk earlier. That space in behind. Visa likes to find his men in the middle. Carter can't stop that one from the Virginia number 11. Transfer, Mo Tiem. Just puts too much power on that one to be stopped.
Who scored that goal? Number 11, Mo Tiem!
Virginia are right back in this one. 2 goals already. Under 20 minutes in. This game is teeing up to be a high-scoring affair as Mangrove in the middle again. Both teams like to play end-to-end football, attacking. That leaves the spaces, that leaves the opportunities for the attackers. Gashi looks long towards Visa, who is in space. Gashi does like to play those incisive passes. If you're Virginia, that's straight off the training ground. You look long to your fullback. It's the one left in space. Tiem looking for another here. And the grad student is in fantastic form for Virginia. He's been essential this season. That's his 3rd goal. There's 3 assists to his name as well. Mo Tiem is kind of playing off of Honor. Quasi-second striker, just pouncing on his chances. He is the 2nd highest goal scorer for Virginia as well. There's quite a distance between him and Honor, of course, who has 7. Feitosa looking to bring Pitt back into this one. And the foul is drawn. It's on Souza again. That one looked painful. Pella putting his studs into it. An attempt at the ball clearly didn't look malicious from Umberto Pella for Virginia, but it's rather Rome, not Pella, who was holding off Feitosa. And Rome just stamped on that one. That's a painful one for Joao Souza. Pitt resume play. The atmosphere is electric here, but the tension is palpable at 1-1. Doesn't get better than these Friday night ACC matchups. This one is living up to expectations. Connor wins that one. Now Visa can try to find a North through. He's looking dangerous in behind. This is the most space he's probably seen behind the defense almost all season. Reminiscent of Virginia's 1-1 tie against James Madison, where Visa found Honor long. Panthers retain possession through Carter again. Brilliant ball through. It's knocked on. The goal scorer Torzen can take it down. Virginia on the break through Mangarov. Spins his man. He wins the foul.
Pittsburgh.
switch is constantly on for Virginia, and they're looking for it with Miller out wide. Just dragging that defense. See him under some pressure. Does well to find Citron. Miller just shouting for it on the far side here, but Citron opts not to find him. It's intercepted. Pitt able to break. Torzen. Mirkovic, cross back post. Souza keeps this one in. Sealy opts to recycle it back. Mirkovic goes down easily. Rivero's having nothing of that one. Cleverly flicked to Sealy. Now Pitt with a chance into the middle. Dealt with by O'Connor and cleared by Pella. This one just completely swaying to either side every few minutes. They're just taking turns with their hits in the attack. Fantastic game so far already. Under 25 to go in this first half. Sealy again. Can't find Mirkovic in the middle. It's Tiem now, who can break for Virginia with pace through towards Honor with the outside of his foot. Stephen Honor can get there, and it's Honor for Virginia, and it's just wide. And the transition, just frustration for the number 9. He gloved that one back. Tiem sets it up incredibly well, and Honor just tries to slot that far post, but Carter didn't give him the angle. And it drifts wide of the post. You have a feeling he'll get a few more chances tonight to redeem himself for that one, but at full speed, it's by no means an easy finish. And for now, the deadlock remains. Pitt can look long now. Like I said, just taking turns, these two sides. Wouldn't call this one a defensive affair, as Miller spins his man. Pella holding off Mirkovic, and he can turn him. He has to be careful though. Feitosa can break now for Pitt. Torzen. O'Connor has been brilliant for Virginia tonight. He spurs the counter again. He has Mangarov in some space here. And Mangarov cuts inside on his favorite left foot, finds Tiem, who finds Visa. Visa into the middle. No one is there. Mangarov has it again, and he's dispossessed. And Rome applying that pressure. Zamkow is just so far the scapegoat. Virginia defense is all over him when he tries to come deep to receive the ball. Honor coming deep as well defensively, but he fouls Torzen. He goes down in a bit of pain. He's not happy with Torzen. The two number 9s clashing heads. I think Honor is just saying, take a look. Like maybe off the ball. Torzen may have done something after Honor tries to win that one at the back. And it's that kick up, and that's dangerous from Albert Torzen. Something you see out of frustration. Players go down after being fouled. But that's incredibly risky. And it looks as if he did just kick out a bit. Whether it's deemed excessive, we'll have to wait and see. Whether that did connect with Honor, but if it did with the studs, it's a painful one. As J.C. Rivero lectures the freshman. Players waiting for confirmation to let this one resume. You'd assume they're taking a look at that one. As he discusses now with Torzen. He'll let this one resume. No review needed. Miller, though, intercepts the Pitt free kick. Bit of a waste from the Panthers as they find themselves defending in transition again. Motiam. Get up past the defender. Pella. Mangrove with some space on the left foot. You don't want to afford him too much. Trying to stride through the defense. Pitt now with a chance to break themselves. And Miller does what he did earlier. There will be a yellow for the sophomore. It's fiery from Sam Cow's. Not happy about that one. Arguably a second tactical foul, but means Miller will go into the book. That's completely fair from J.C. Rivero. You'd argue the first one maybe not necessarily in as advantageous of a position to be deemed a tactical foul. That one clearly was. Souza had the chance to break for Pitt. If you're Miller as a defender, you take that all day long. Sam Cow
Offside, that's Pittsburgh.
deemed offside. Hella under pressure again. Virginia have done well as of late to break through that press. And Tiem can drop deep as well. He can operate in almost any zone for Virginia. Virginia assistant Adam Perrin said that Tiem is like a Swiss Army knife for the Cavaliers. Experienced grad student, transfer from Oregon. Miller can find this one. Can't get past Sealy down the left-hand side. Virginia with the throw. Tiem, bit of a loose touch. Sullivan, the chance to slow things down relative to this match so far, which has been incredibly fast-paced. It's what you want to see, but for these players, it's also likely not sustainable for 90 minutes. The press is on from Virginia. Pitt just have to look long. Send that one out for a Virginia throw. Visa on this one. You have to say J.C. Rivero, the referee today, has done a brilliant job of maintaining the pace of this one. He's had to intervene in some of those fiery moments, but he's also let it flow as Miller plays it through towards Tiem. To Anor in the middle. And it's 2-1 Virginia. Out on that backflip. It's an 8th of the season for Stephen Anor. And it's Virginia 2, Pitt 1. It's so well worked yet again from the Cavaliers. Miller, the incisive ball through. Motiam to Anor. And really, who else will be in the middle waiting to pounce on that one? Stephen Anor with his 8th of the season. Virginia in celebration. Pitt want to quickly resume this one, but Anor, I think he'll take his time. After the frustrations earlier in the half, a few big chances, but he makes no mistake of that one. And you expect nothing else. As Virginia take the lead in this one, ask a question of Pitt. who rarely have found themselves in this position so far this season. Like I said, fast-paced. Look, if I had to guess, as I said earlier, I don't think that's the last goal in this one either. Pella for Virginia, who have looked the better of the two sides since conceding the early goal. Visa tries to find a Noor long. That one may be a bit greedy. We still have 17 minutes to go in this first half. Either side looks like they can score at any moment. Pitt still with just the lone shot for the goal. Virginia have had more of that with 4, but only 2 on target and 2 goals. Miller equal to that one. Little back heel, why not? Some confidence for the sophomore. Tiam, who's looked incredibly tidy on the ball so far tonight. He's happy to take on his man. It goes down and wins the foul for Virginia. That one a bit risky. But you know what? If you're Mo Tiam, you've got a goal and an assist to your name. Why not? He's absolutely full of confidence. Mo Tiam, and he's looked incredibly strong on the ball tonight. Sam Cow just gets in front of him, boxes him off. Rivero calls the foul. Connor looking long again. Dangerous area for Carter to find himself in. The keeper deals with it well. Just well enough. As Virginia win it back. Tiam in some space again. It's been the attacking focal point for Virginia tonight. As has Mirkovic been for Pitt this entire season. He has 8 assists and he's on the ball again. Clever from Pella. In between the two, Miller looking long again. That one was aimed well for Anor, but not enough zip on the pass. Miller can only meet that one with his head, but it's exactly what Virginia have been successful in doing so far, breaking the press, switching the field, and capitalizing on that space in the transition. Look, if you're Pitt, it's an incredibly risky game to play, giving Virginia the chance to transition with the pace they have in attack. It's something, if you're 11 in the nation, it's a statement, something you can do. So far hasn't worked out in their favor. Drawn out for a throw. And the first change for Virginia. It's the return of the captain, Leo Alfonso, who replaces the goal scorer, Stephen Anor. And look, when Alfonso got injured, he said Anor had big shoes to fill. And now it almost looks like the opposite with Alfonso returning to this one. So the question, is his place guaranteed with Anor firing? As Virginia also sub out Reese Miller, the left back for Parker Sloan, the bottom right corner of your screen. Cleverly done Virginia with the lead right now, but if you're a Virginia fan, don't listen to this stat. Since 2019, Pitt has won 47 games, lost 2, and tied 3 after scoring the first goal of the match. If they don't change things tonight, it'll be just a 3rd loss accompanying those 47 wins after being in that position. Austin Long, Carter meets it. Carter's done very well to find his men in the middle, whether with his feet, with the long throw as we saw there. It's been accurate, and it's an increasingly essential trait of a goalkeeper is a distribution, being able to play it long with purpose. It's a reason he's been favored this season as the starting keeper for the Panthers, as they win the foul. Sam Cowell. Sealy tries to turn his man. He goes down in some pain, but the fans and the bench are having none of that. It didn't look all that malicious from Parker Sloan at all, from my angle. Some accusations from the crowd maybe of some play acting, but he does look to be down in a bit of pain, Sealy, and we'll take another look at this one. He spins. From that angle, you can't say you see much from Parker Sloan on his back. It is a foul for Pitt. Maybe he felt something inadvertently. Just an awkward movement on his ankle. Not from direct contact, but just rather his leg or foot getting caught in the turf. We do see those often. But Rafael Sealy is back to his feet. It looks like he'll be able to continue. And now the first really breather in this half so far. Galnavac wants this one to continue, the Virginia head coach. He wasn't happy about that one. It's rather deemed not a foul, but a throw-in for Pitt. Sam Cowell goes down. He falls on the ball with his arm. He wants the foul and he gets it. That Virginia bench is right there, contesting each and every call. Rivero laughing at the claims. That's a confident referee. He sticks to his decisions, which you have to do in such a high-level match. Now the set-piece guru for the Mirkovic will deliver this one. He wants his 9th assist of the season. Mirkovic, far back post. Pitt can meet that one. It was Torsen. There was a push on the back before the header, and a foul in favor of Virginia. Connor, the dominant force at the back for the Cavaliers. Pitt are readying 3 changes as well. I was just waiting patiently to get involved in this one. Another 10 minutes to go, 2-1. Half that is encapsulated everything you could have hoped to expect. Rome goes down, and it's another Virginia free kick. This one's getting more fiery and physical. Frustration from Pitt, who have gone down after leading first in this one. Rome looks long towards Tiam, who can get onto this one in behind. It's ruled offside. And without another angle in real time, Tiam isn't sure about that one. But he does concede to the referee. And he may have just strayed out of the last man. Virginia have been incredible in their deliveries over the top so far in this one. Pitt have to maintain a very rigid back line. If they don't want to concede the opportunities like that, Tiam trying to find Afonso through. Another clever outside the foot pass from Tiam. It's been incredibly impressive, Mo Tiam. Citron sends that out for a throw for Pitt, and they make their first changes. The introduction for Pitt, Toure. Feitosa makes way. It's 3 changes for Pitt. Joao Souza gets the breather, as well as Feitosa and Louis Samkow. Sloan with the outside of the boot, played to Tiam. Sloan striding forward. Tiam opts not to find him. Continue down this line. So strong on the ball, the number 11 again. Gosh, he chipped for Sloan. Does favor that right foot as he cuts in. Take his time to find Pella. Sloan in space again down that left-hand side. It's a side Virginia have exploited several times tonight, and they do so again. Citron to Sloan, who takes it down well. The referee calls him offside, and I'll tell you what, if that isn't offside, Sloan is in an incredible position to grab a third. Does favor his right foot as well. You would think he would have just wrapped his foot around that far post if he had the chance. He had so much space to run into. But you have to give Pitt credit where it's due. With this high line, they've also been incredibly adept at triggering almost that offside trap, stepping up in unison. Carter threads it through again, and it's very well done. Mirkovic towards the substitute Toure now. Toure against Rome, 1v1. Toure goes down and wins the foul for Pitt in a dangerous area. That's what he's capable of. The silky number 7. And Austin Rome hasn't had maybe a perfect night. Concedes that foul. He did concede that block in the box that did lead to Pitt's only goal thus far, but Mirkovic over the top of this one. He's looking for a second for the Panthers. This delivery will be crucial. Mirkovic goes low. Visa reads it. Visa, who does have the assist tonight, 5 on the season. Not too bad for a fullback. Holds off, goes in, takes a Virginia throw. The clock winds down on this hectic half. I think Virginia would be quite happy in the position they're in. Coming back from the deficit, and looking the better of the two sides. That one conveniently deflects in the path of Sloan, who finds Tiem. Can run in behind. Mo Tiem on his left foot into the middle, and no one at the back post except Visa, who can claim this one. Visa, gosh, he is in space in the middle there. Visa will find him. A roam to Sloan. Sloan crosses back post. Looking for a target. Afonso Pella takes it down well. Roberto Pella. Mo Tiem. Tiem wins the 50-50, but falls in the path of Toure. Can break with speed here. Cut out by O'Connor, but still with Pitt. O'Connor meets it again. Pella did get a touch on that, but not enough for Afonso to control. Mirkovic not happy. This player's movement in the attack. Pella wins that one off him, and Mirkovic takes Pella down, and it's a textbook tactical foul from Filip Mirkovic. Visible frustration from the number 21, who tried to just dribble Pella, but Pella was having none of it. Very well to dispossess him there. And you have to do that if you're in that position as Mirkovic. You do not want Pella with license to go forward on the counter. But it means Virginia now have a chance to break in Pitt's half. Gosh, he threw towards Afonso. Afonso ruled offside. And it's Pitt's back line again. Virginia have been caught offside several times tonight. It's a testament to the defensive organization of the Pitt back line. It has cost them the high line at times, but it's also been incredibly successful in negating these Virginia attacks time and time again as this half has ticked down. Sealy now, 2 minutes to go in the first half. It's a great ball through. It's a chance on goal. Shot from substitute Mahania. Petruni wasn't troubled, but certainly didn't look the most confident that one would drift wide. Now he has a goal kick with 1:30 in the first half. Afonso, some of his first touches of this one for Virginia. And some of his first touches in over a month. And it is a Virginia throw. Possibly one last chance of this half for Virginia to grab another one. Throw goes long to Afonso, who can run onto this one ahead of Sealy. Does well to recover. Play that back to Carter. It'll be incredibly interesting to see what these two teams change, create at halftime in the dressing room, what sort of tactics these two experienced coaches will draw up. Virginia on top in the chess match so far, but A lot of soccer left to be played in the second with just 15 seconds left to go here in the first.
10, 9, 8, 7,
TM on it.
6, 5,
Virginia will have a goal, why not?
2,
Carter's equal to it. And that is all for the first half in Charlottesville. Brilliant game so far. Virginia up 2-1. But a fine deficit. But still, anything. The Panthers certainly don't want to add another loss to that statistic, as Abogu gets Virginia back underway in the second half. Kome Abogu, substitution for Virginia, coming in for Leo Alfonso, Virginia's captain, who made an appearance off the bench in the first half, his first appearance since injury. Just left him out for a majority of the last month. Brendan Land coming in for Virginia as well, the number 8. And the number 12, Maya Fo, on for Pitt as well. Pitt have seen the entirety of the possession already in this first minute of the second half. That one bobbling. Sullivan opts for possession. He knows they have time. But how they use these remaining 44 minutes will be crucial. Could be a huge result in the scheme of their ACC season for both sides. Love the 3 points. Virginia have them as of now. Visa looking long. Bogu can run onto this one. Bogu does like to find themselves in those positions with the chance to run onto the ball in behind. Pitt does play this high line. Bogu scored the dagger in a 3-1 victory, or rather 3-0 against Louisville. He got the third on the counter, a long ball from the center back, and he's on the ball here. And it's deemed a foul by Abogu. He's not so sure about that one. Pitt get a breather. And just looking back, Bogu was there first. You've seen those given. It's not too rare to see that one not given as well by the referee. Rivero didn't want to take his chances. Toure still on the field for Pitt after coming on in the first half. Toure almost had a chance to run onto that one, but O'Connor is able to play it long. Tiem feels he was being held, but he still gets to this one. Goes down in the box to a strong challenge from the captain, Jackson Gilman. Crowd's not happy, but from my understanding, a clean one. And it is just a strong right foot from Gilman. Another clash after that on Mirkovic. Another foul in favor of Pitt. Rivero just having a word with Virginia head coach George Gell in the match, who's no stranger to games like this in his illustrious career. The matchup between the two coaches, Gelnovac and Vidovic. Two experienced coaches. And you may just say Mirkovic went down a little easy. He had a reaction to that there. But it is deemed a foul, and rightly so, as Pitt resume. Lamb, freshman. It's not new to big occasion matches. He made his professional debut at the age of 15. He's on it again there too. Abogu, Mangarov, Lamb again. Lamb, an exciting prospect and recruit for Virginia. He's played long to Tiem. Tiem has been physically imposing. Don't let his height deceive you. Visa plays Lamb. Virginia playing with it around the box. They still have it. This would be a brilliant team goal. Pella to Mangarov. Deflected towards Abogu, towards Tiem. And Virginia teeing up. But it's ultimately offside, I believe, on Kome Abogu, but that was intricate play in the box, and Pitt didn't have a defensive answer to it. They get off without another conceded goal there. If that goes in, that's a goal prime Barcelona would be akin to. Tiki-taka around the box. Pitt miscontrol. Bogu can run onto this one. 50-50 at the back. Sullivan with several blue shirts around him. Lamb to Tiem. Visa has space out wide. Visa into the middle, fizzed back post. Visa a little disappointed in that delivery with some frustration. Holds himself to high standards when it comes to the crossing opportunities. He does have an assist tonight already. He has 5 on the season. Certainly something that he prides himself in doing, those deliveries. Virginia have had the better of the chances to start this half. Over the top again towards Sloan. It's a testament so far to Virginia's precision in the pass. Look, Pitt has done very well defensively, and they've been organized. They've been incredibly impressive. And against almost any other team, you think they may get away with some of these, but Virginia have capitalized when it's mattered. Just the 3 shots on goal for them and 2 goals. Pitt still only with 1 shot on goal, which was their early opener.
Virginia.
Another foul for Pitt. And after a fiery start to the first half, the second half looking a little more tame. A few more fouls from both sides. Virginia with 13 in this one, which is not that small of a number. Mayafo. Lamb is able to body his opponent in the middle. Visa out wide again. Virginia favoring this right-hand side so far. No action down the left, but Visa can look towards the back post to Abogu. Sloan is there to collect. Virginia looking dangerous. Lamb. Visa has space out wide. Keep an eye on him. The ball finds him. Pella. To Mangarov. He's it back. Abogu goes down. No foul called. Visa in space again. And he sees it again. Virginia with patience here in the box. Mangarov to Pella. Towards Tiem in the middle. Virginia with more deeper, intricate play in the box. Pella has gone into those advanced areas. Someone who does usually find himself a bit deeper in the midfield with defensive duties, but he can do it all. He's played as a midfielder in Italy, and if that's any testament to his ability, it explains that he's not shy to find himself in those attacking phases. Mangrove over this one for Virginia. Mangrove takes it long. Almost finds O'Connor at the back post. Visa might have a hit here. O'Connor on it again. A rare situation for the center back to find himself in. Virginia maintained possession. Sloan not able to find Mangrove out wide. And that one goes out for a Pitt throw. Mayafo. Carter plays it to Mirkovic, who wins the foul. Cabral Carter, the goalkeeper for Pitt, has been flawless with the ball at his feet tonight. He sees it again. Those pings in the middle. It's a rare mistake from the keeper as he finds Parker Sloan of Virginia. Sloan again, Virginia toying with this high line, and another offside called on the Cavaliers. And Pitt have done very well to draw these offsides repeatedly. They've learned from their mistake in conceding that early equalizer from Motium, where Visa did find himself with without in Virginia's half. As Petrudi now will take his time. Pitt looking a bit more dangerous. And they will need to show more urgency in the attack as this one dwindles down. So plenty of time for anything to happen in this one. Petruni is certainly taking every second he can get. He just goes long. Virginia looking like they're making it a priority to win that second ball, maybe rather than the first. It's Pella puts this one in an ambiguous area. Mangarov played in behind. Another foul on Virginia, and the fouls are racking up for the Cavaliers. That one's their 15th of the game already. I feel like that was a high number of fouls. Virginia have 7 offsides tonight, which is incredible. As Pitt try to find Souza out wide. Rome will just deal with it and out for a throw. Look, any game you are able to have the lead when you have 15 fouls and 7 offsides is incredibly impressive, in all honesty. Not sure I've seen that. Mayofo. He threw. Citron able to hold off. Feitosa, who's down in a bit of pain, I believe, as a result of that Petruni slide. And it's that 50-50 area. Citron does well to hold him off. There's no foul there. It's just unfortunate for Feitosa, who he had his eyes on the ball a bit too long. Not seeing Petruni there. Sloan looks to switch towards Abogu. I will say I wasn't sure if that was intended for Abogu, but Visa is in acres of space again. Down that right-hand side, keep an eye out on him. Knowing him, he'd want a second assist in this one. It's a game of long balls so far.
Offside.
Now Pitt
Pittsburgh.
have a taste of their own medicine with an offside called on Joao Souza. Sloan switches on for Visa again. Every time a player receives the ball, it looks like they're going to look for that pass, and O'Connor has done so. Goes a bit far, Visa heads it into the middle. Mirkovic a bit deeper of a position. Visa into Maiofo for a Virginia throw. Bogu can't connect. We want that pass back. Now Pitt on the break. Toure running in behind. Rome to Betruni. Numbers pressing, and Betruni just has to get rid of that for a Pitt throw. The contrast in the goalkeeper approaches has been interesting. Looks like Carter has almost always tried to find his man, willing to accept that risk, but at a position of 2-1, Betruni doesn't see a need. Clever turn in the middle. Toure, and a foul before that, in a very dangerous position for Pitt. Right at the top of the box. Virginia, specifically Mangarov, complaining about that call. Not entirely sure if it was justified. The captain, Jackson Gilman, standing over this one. If you're right-footed, this is almost the ideal free kick position for you to get a shot on goal. Pella still in discourse. Mirkovic not happy about it. Pella standing on his man, and might be a bit of a loophole in the rules here for free kicks and distance needed, as there's several Pitt players standing over it. Look like they're trying to arrange something off the training ground. Pella thinks he can stand there if he wants to, with all these Pitt players around the ball. You may argue he's just marking his man, but Rivero has to draw some lines now here to instill some organization over this one. Pitt want to take their time and get these margins right. This is a great opportunity for them. Looks like it will be either Feitosa or, you would think, Mirkovic, but it is Feitosa. Number 10 for Pitt from a dangerous area. Feitosa, back post, and Betruni had a question to answer, and answer it he did. Out for a Pitt throw, rather a corner. Apologies. And Mirkovic now on it again. He's had some dangerous deliveries. Pitt applying set piece pressure on Virginia just 15 minutes into the second half. Mirkovic takes his time. In the middle, dealt with by O'Connor. Common theme for Virginia on corners. Back out wide to Mirkovic, who will look to deliver again here. For post to Toure. Still in a dangerous area. Virginia haven't dealt with it yet. Toure. Slap shot way over the top from the substitute. And speaking of substitutions, Virginia make another one here with Reese Miller returning for Parker Sloan. Reese Miller, who had that all-important pass in behind that led to Virginia's second. Have I mentioned he has 2 goals against Pitt in his career? 2 goals in 2 games. You'd think he'd want to maintain that goal per game ratio. And he does have a lot of space down on that wing, if Virginia can find him. Betruni goes long again. Hit by Maiofo, but Mangarov try to turn onto this one, but Gilman is there. IFO to Gilman. Virginia having to concede some possession to Pitt now, who's seen more of the ball in the past 5 minutes. Carter just does so well again there. And he sees the ball at his feet yet again. No worries at all from the goalkeeper. That one not the best of passes, and Mangarov does well to cut it out. Pella to Miller. Miller maybe not the sharpest coming off the bench. It's a common trend when with substitutions so fast-paced from both sides. That can't happen. We just need a few touches on the ball as Pitt can break now. Back post, Toure. Petruni is there, but he can't get rid of it. And Pitt with another chance on goal. And it's still on for the Panthers. Cleared out, and a great save by Petruni at first. But the second one was all but convincing as he just tried to parry it out with one hand. And some dangerous attacks from Pitt so far. Virginia still find themselves up by 1, but the deficit is incredibly thin. Pitt absolutely playing with urgency in the second half. They've done well to dominate the ball, and they've looked reminiscent of themselves in the first 5-10 minutes of the first half when they were certainly controlling the game before Virginia was able to just swing the momentum. Bruce Miller draws the foul for Virginia. Foul by Joao Souza. Bruce Miller is on a yellow card. You'd think that might be one of the reasons for him being subbed off a bit earlier in the first half and not returning to the second half for 20 minutes. Truni looks towards Abogulong again. Carter finds Mirkovic. He's on it again here. Mirkovic has a chance to play it in behind. Finds Toure. He's onto this one. Toure with a clever nutmeg through the legs of Will Citron, who expects the yellow card, taking down Toure. Toure's won dangerous fouls on each side of the box since coming on. And another set-piece chance for Pitt. I think want to capitalize. And that's just well done by the left winger. Citron goes to ground. He certainly is no stranger to a physical challenge. Going down low. It's his style of play, and it's high risk, high reward. Mirkovic, back post in numbers. The top of the box blocked out well by Lamb. And another Pitt corner, and the pressure builds against Virginia. Lamb feeling the effects of that block, which saw the shot come at full force. Down in some pain, but able to get back to his feet, the freshman. Not for long. As we look back, he put his body on the line there, just sliding in the way of it. And as he got back up, he did just feel that one. It looks painful. Lamb came on in the first half and has remained on the field since then. Now a chance for Pitt to recollect and have a bit of a breather as Lamb remains down. And if you're Jay Vidovich, the most seasoned coach technically of the two tonight, I think you'd just be discussing how you can break Virginia down in the attacking phases, what he's seen from this half, and what he thinks Pitt can create, in what areas Virginia are most vulnerable. Virginia used this opportunity to make a change, with Anor coming on for Abogu. Anor, Virginia's goal scorer of the second. And if it stays like this, that will be Anor's 4th winning goal of the season, which is remarkable. Did I mention he's a freshman? And Lamb is back to his feet, which is a good sight to see, but he does get subbed off for Alban Gashi. Now Pitt can resume on the corner kick. Crossing low, met by Mangarov at the near post. Just under 25 to go. Seeley looks long towards Louis Samkow, who is back on the field. Gashi, or rather Pella. Miller to Mangarov. Virginia in numbers here. Threaded through to Miller. Anor's in the middle. Miller. His cross is met by a Pitt defender who goes down again. Virginia with a great chance to make it 3. Almost a similar situation, a bizarre span of the last few minutes. Another player goes down, and it looked like it happened from that blocked cross. And it is Matisse Lefebvre who put himself on the line to make that crucial interception. Striding back, full extension. But painful in his landing. Now he receives attention. And a halt to this one. Twice. With 25 to go. For those reasons, not comparable to the first half, which was essentially full speed ahead for 35 minutes. Miller, who did run in behind on that opportunity for Virginia. We'll hope he gets a few more of those chances tonight, with Pitt pushing higher up. As Lefebvre is back to his feet, but does not look like he can continue. And an unfortunate and uncomfortable landing for the defender as an attacking change comes on for Pitt. It's Feitosa, who did go off but didn't get much of a breather, as he's right back into this one. It'll be interesting to see their shape after that change. It's not a like-for-like one. Mangarov now on the short corner for Virginia. Pella Out for another corner. Virginia do like to play it short. We've seen it several times. And they're doing it again here quickly through Tiem. He may just look to go long. And he does. Mo Tiem to Pella. He was able to meet it. They want a corner kick. And they don't get one. Virginia get a throw. Miller to Mangrove, the left-footed players on that left side. Gosh, he threw to Mangrove. Anor's in the middle, but Mangrove is offside yet again. And guess which one that is for Virginia? That's an 8th offside of the night. And Pitt, so far this half, have been flawless in maintaining that high line that Virginia continue to try to exploit, despite not being successful recently, but they did get the 2 goals with those passes in behind, and I don't think they're bothered taking a couple more shots at it. O'Connor will take this shot long. And why not in that position, but perhaps not the highest percentage opportunity for the center back. Virginia meet it again. Now Tiem to Miller. Miller's just looking for that ball through to Anor. Time and time again, it feels inevitable, but Pitt dealing with it well, and they'll have to do incredibly well to sustain this pressure and then look towards an equalizer and maybe even a winner. 22 to go and all to play for. Virginia. Mo Tiem may look to go long again, and he does. Far post. Austin Rome is there. Not able to redirect that one on target. And Pitt get off again. North to Tiem. Clever turn. Now Visa in space. Visa looking for Anor, as he usually does. Pella. It's the ball caught under his feet. Thrown back into the action. Citron meets it. Mangrove goes down, and a clear foul from Sullivan. Couple players on the field are on yellow cards for the Virginia defense. Citron, Miller, who can find himself in behind almost again. And fine margins defensively for Virginia to hold on to this one. Connor looking long to Visa again, who did his best to get onside, but that may have just cost him the space he had to run into. Recurring theme tonight. Virginia trying to get those passes right, and Pitt trying to get their line right. We'll call it even. Mirkovic is well on the turn. Looks long, but Virginia have been equal to the long passes more than Pitt in terms of the center backs. Pitt have preferred to deal with it through offside traps. Pella. O'Connor, Virginia now dominating possession. O'Connor looks for Visa again. To no one's surprise, and he receives it. It's a bit less space now, but Pella does well with the little space he did have. Tiem. None other than Visa again. Paul Visa into the middle and out for a Virginia corner. It's Virginia's 3rd successive corner in just a few minutes. hope if you're Virginia to finally capitalize on one here. And a third goal for them would be absolutely crucial in maintaining this one, because Pitt can be dangerous at any moment. And a one-goal deficit has proven to not be enough to keep them under wraps. Mangala. He'll go long. Towards the back post. Honor and Rome were there, but Honor can't direct that one. On goal yet again. And yet again, Pitt get off scratch free. This one long again. Citron couldn't see that one. It comes off his back. Toure. Sealy. Pitt just can't find their way through this Virginia defense. Now Tiem with the clever nutmeg, I think it was, in the middle, and he wins the foul for Virginia. Now Toure is down for Pitt, and you'd hope it isn't, but potentially more injury issues. Austin Rome also pulling up with maybe some tightness. Gashi and Bella are happy to assist him. And with 17 minutes and 17 seconds to go in this second half, the effects of the intensity and the pressing from both sides are catching up. And understandably, with the approaches of both sides tonight, like I said at the beginning, is it sustainable is the big question. So far for Virginia, it's absolutely sustainable if they can maintain the lead in this one for another 17 minutes. Tiem looks long far side. That one, not enough lift on it. He'll flow through. Virginia win the ball back. Pella. Citron. Nor might have had a glimmer of hope to run onto that one, but it wasn't to be. Man down in a bit of pain for Virginia again. And it's Pella this time. And questions where he felt the impact. It's another man down and another halt to the play. And this second half is slowly becoming an increasingly long affair as it drags on. Pitt have all gone back to their bench again to regroup. We're deep into the season. We're deep into this one. And it is not easy to avoid injuries at any given time, but it does look painful for Pella. And they do signal for a substitution to be made, which will be a blow for Virginia. Pella does consistently get a large span of minutes. He is that midfield tempo controller for the Cavaliers. As the players return to the field, the clock is stopped, which is something soccer fans may not be so accustomed to outside of college soccer, which means more time and deliberation can be given to these opportunities for pauses when there's injuries, rather than having added time. But in this case, it is making this one drag for the players. You wonder, maybe to the advantage of Pitt, who need to make every second count, finding themselves a goal down, but the true blow comes to Virginia in this case, with Pella still looking to be in discomfort. Visa just giving instruction to Mangarov, and Visa, who did assist Mangarov against Louisville. Those two likely finding themselves down the right-hand side. Visa on the right foot on the overlap and Mangarov on his left. O'Connor and Rome making their first start together. O'Connor, who was absent against Boston College, has been superb tonight, and Pella is back to his feet. As Garrett Solkis, the grad student, is on the sideline waiting to replace him. But it looks like Pella is happy to carry on here, despite the substitution signal. And Pella is back on as Petruni collects. Visa down, right-hand side. Another throw for Virginia. Set pieces and throw-ins, the tail of this half entirely. No goals to change that 2-1 scoreline from the first 45. And another Virginia throw. Visa finds a Noor who can't flick that one on. Now a throw for Pitt. Gilman looks long. Him in the middle, wins the foul.
Pittsburgh.
Man on a goal and an assist today, the focal point for Virginia, and he's put a shift in offensively and defensively. The transfer from Oregon. Gosh, he looks long to Visa again, down the right-hand side. Visa picking and choosing his moments to go wide and take that cross. Pella wins it back for Virginia. Gashi out towards Visa. Tries to play that one through to Pella, but he'll accept a Virginia throw. The game becoming a bit less hectic now does play into Virginia's favor. They're going to take their time with every single throw-in and free kick they get, understandably, in a leading position as Pella goes down. But Rivero is having none of that one, the referee tonight. And it's a Pitt goal kick.
Okay, Pittsburgh. Substitution. Entering is number 11.
Pitt make a substitution as well.
Number 23.
Joao Souza coming on.
Massimo Marini.
Carter again up top towards Sam Cowell. Rohr almost finds himself in behind. Carter is quick to that one. Smiofo can't connect. Down the right-hand side. Citron happy to just send it out for guessed it, another throw. Sam Cowell spinning and weaving, looking for the cross back post. Sullivan fizzed in towards the back post again for Pitt, but nobody there. And Miller has to run into space and then slow things down for the Cavaliers, who are trying to play out of this Pitt press. And they don't meet the fine margins there. Mirkovic played out wide. Myofo. Sam Cowell leaves it through. Great block by Mangarov, but it's still in play here. Myofo can't get the shot on his weak right foot, but it is deemed a foul in favor of Pitt, it looks like, to the discontent of the Virginia players. Reminiscent of that free kick opportunity earlier in the second half. This one a little bit closer, maybe a little bit more favorable of a position for Pitt, but they have not capitalized on set pieces thus far tonight. And now is maybe one of their last chances to do so. Another man down for Virginia in some discomfort. I believe Mangarov after that sliding block. We've seen that time and time again. The players happy to put themselves on the line here in this one, but to their own detriment at times. Still receiving medical attention and a lot of time for Pitt to huddle up and discuss this free kick. Mangarov feeling the effects of that block still. And he will come to his feet now. Visibly in some pain. And that's Leo Alfonso's cue for Virginia to replace Mangarov. Alfonso, captain who made his return off injury today, subbed off and comes back into this one. He'd love a goal on his return. But for now, it's Pitt who need a goal. And it will be Jackson Gilman to take this one. The captain, the number 2, the defender, a bit unorthodox on a free kick to see a defender, but he's certainly capable. Now Gilman with a huge opportunity. And he takes, it's blocked over the top by Rome in the Virginia wall. And a crucial deflection that takes it out for a Pitt corner. Delivered far post, met by Virginia. Fizzed back into the danger area. Tiem tries to clear, but it's not beyond Sullivan. Mirkovic, met by O'Connor. Game of pinball right now. Souza almost lined up to strike that one, and he finally did. But Truoney can't keep it in. And another corner for Pitt, and the pressure builds continuously. Pitt now with 11 shots to Virginia's 10. This one becoming increasingly close. Mirkovic delivered far post. Ayafo on his right foot can't direct that one goal-wise. And a sigh of relief for Virginia, who hang on to their lead. 10 minutes to go. Truly long. Alfonso gets the touch on. Miller trying to tip that one behind. Deliberate build-up from Pitt. Certainly have time for a few more stringed attacks. Spin from Gilman. Sam Cowell not found on that one, but it's still Pitt here. Joao Souza can't find a man. And Vitruni claims. Pitt really, despite 12 shots now, they've only had 3 shots on goal. And they had the one concrete free kick opportunity that Vitruni dealt with early in the half. But other than that, not enough from the Panthers, especially by their standards. We know they're capable of it. They scored 3 goals in quick succession in the second half against Virginia Tech. Ayafo. Mirkovic. Threaded through. O'Connor clears. This one is getting increasingly more tense. Clock is ticking down at Klockner. And it's Miller who just sees that out. He wants it out for a goal kick, and he gets it.
Goal kick, Virginia.
Miller down now in some pain. It doesn't look great. And another intervention and pause may be needed here. Miller is back to his feet, grimacing in a bit of pain, but he will continue. Trinity long.
Pittsburgh.
And they win the foul, Virginia. Connor looking long, urging his players forward, but not able to connect. Citron wins it high for Virginia. And Algashi can play a north through there. He opts over the top. Not enough space for the striker to run into. Cabral Carter again with the ball at his feet. Mirkovic goes down, and it's a foul for Pitt.
Oh, Virginia.
Virginia almost finding themselves on a dangerous break again. It was excessive on the defensive end. Carter. Alfonso pressing. Carter gets rid, and another foul drawn. A broken record at the back for Pitt. That's not what they need. They need to get forward with over 6 to go. Vukovic has done well to just occupy that deeper role and hold off his men, receive the ball, become the outlet as he is here. Just confidence in the midfield, you have to say. Gilman looks long. Sullivan tries to tee that one up with the outside of his foot. And O'Connor gets rid again. Sam Cowell was making that run in behind, but he's trying to get onto this one again here. They just haven't been able to find their striker tonight, Sam Cowell. And Petruni just go long again. Virginia haven't seen too much of the ball in the last few minutes. But they're fine to get rid of it and alleviate some pressure temporarily. It's Afonso here who finds it. Anor could be in behind, but he's offside yet again. Some protest from the number 9, but ultimately it won't change the decision. Now a chance and a tackle in behind, and a dangerous opportunity as Virginia were caught out quickly after that offside. It's a yellow for Austin Rome, and it was Albert Thorsen who felt that hit through the back of him as he tried to just slot the ball through. And this isn't a great sign for Virginia yet again. Another player down, and it's Leo Afonso, who had just come on, but looking back quickly at that tackle, and by all means a yellow card and a free kick for Pitt. Pitt with another chance to deliberate on this free kick as Afonso went down in some pain off the ball. He is just returning from injury, of course, and hasn't played too many minutes in this one. You would think he's being eased back into action, but this does not look incredibly promising. The left ankle being assessed for the Virginia captain. Virginia's wall organizes again. They'll need another crucial block here. This one a little further out, but another chance for Pitt to have a go on the Virginia goal, and their third free kick in a dangerous situation. Afonso will depart. Substitution with Bogu coming into this one. Thorsen, who was fouled, stands over this one. Yet again, crucial set piece for Pitt. It will be Albert Thorsen, blocked out by the Virginia wall again. Both defenses, despite the scoreline and neither having that clean sheet, have been impressive when needed.
Substitution for
Virginia blocked that one out again. Virginia will make another change at fullback. Sloan returning after being subbed off earlier in the half, and Visa departing. Visa, who did have the assist for the first goal. Now Sloan on his favored right foot down that side. Keep an eye out for his space in behind. But only 4 minutes to go now. You expect Pitt to have most of the possession and look for the equalizer. Pella can buy Virginia some time here. To a Bogu. This one strays out for a Pitt throw. Carter plays it to Maiofa. Tiem goes down and wins the foul for Virginia.
Foul, Pittsburgh.
If this result stands, it would be Pittsburgh's first loss since September 22nd against number 7 in the nation, Syracuse. To explain the gravity of this Virginia win, if it stands, it'll be a significant one. Pittsburgh are not a team that loses easily, and they're a team that knows how to manage a game. But now they find themselves on the back foot. And we can't forget, Pitt is the only team in the nation to advance to each of the past 3 Elite Eights of the College Cup. Virginia did beat them twice last season, and they might do so again here with Honor in behind. Honor looking for a Bogu, and they want that pass back. He's frustrated at that effort, a chance for Virginia to counter. They really put the icing on the cake. But Pitt now, just over 2 minutes to look for something. Sullivan trying to run onto that one, and it goes out off of the number 26 for Virginia goal kick. Second half, unfortunately not quite as exhilarating as the first, but nonetheless a tight matchup. Both sides do have an entertaining brand that they attempt to play. And you have to say Virginia have done well to manage this one, maybe learning from their mistakes of other matches in the season where they did have the lead and maybe just let it slip away. You think of James Madison, where they conceded a late equalizer, but now with 1:15 to go, looks increasingly likely that they will be able to hold on. Citron slides in. Now again, Tiem wins it off him. Honor wins it off him as well, but it's out for a Pitt throw, and 60 seconds to go with this one. Referee stops the clock. Every second will matter here for Pitt. Referee explaining the time situation here. It's crucial that they get the time right, as this will very likely be Pitt's last attack. Maiofa looks long. Tiem meets it. Carter under some pressure, both from Abogu and the clock. Could go long. Knocked down. Chaos around the box. Dealt with dangerously by Virginia. Now Abogu on it. Abogu wants a foul, but he doesn't get it. Pitt have another chance and another bite at it here. Mirkovic just trying to head it on into the danger area. 10 seconds to go. And this clearance will almost do it. Mirkovic up top towards Vitruni, who claims and secures the win for Virginia. Virginia 2,